Eddie, are you ready to give some opening welcomes before we talk about our day?
Sure. Yes, I am. I apologize for the phone call. One of our members from Harlingen, North Harlingen Club said his internet is down. He couldn't get in. So I was trying to hold his hand and get him through the process. But good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining in for our second series of How Might We Lend a Helping Hand. And first session went very well. And I've been very much looking forward to this second session where we're going to talk about various things. I won't get into what's on the schedule because I know that we've got Dana's going to take care of that for you. But I do want to welcome everybody here, and I want to thank everybody that had a part in planning for this session. I know we've been working very hard to put this thing together for everybody so that it'll be successful. Many thanks to Dana for her efforts in organizing all this, and the different other members that helped her out to make this a success. So we want to make sure that we give them a warm thank you. And this goes without saying that this pandemic has really wreaked havoc on all our clubs and the district. But we're not letting that get us down. We're continuing to move forward, and I'm so happy and proud of each and every one of you at the club level and the district level for persevering and being creative and coming up with ways that we can continue to promote our district and promote our clubs. And I think we're doing very well. And I'm so proud and happy to have each of you for sticking in there and being creative and coming up with ways that we can continue to make a difference in our communities and in our district. And we have a lot going on this month. This is Polio Month, World Polio Month, and we've got several things planned at the district level. We've got the polio motorcycle ride. It was called Rotary Polio Moto. That's been headed up by Mike Dixon out of Laredo, and they're going to be traveling around the district starting on October 24th, next weekend. They're going to start in Laredo and go all the way through the valley and down to Brownsville and back up to Corpus and Kingsville and Victoria, and then they're going to cut back across and end up in Laredo on the following day. So it's a 2-day ordeal that they're raising money for polio. And so as they come through your community, I won't go through the schedule, but as they come through your community, I hope that each of you will greet them and provide them some water and refreshments and whatever else that you can do to thank them and help them raise that money for polio. And then we're also having a Pounding the Pavement project that's going on, and all the details for that is on our district website. And speaking of the district website, that's a wonderful place to go to get information about what's going on at the district. And I encourage each of your clubs to, if you have something going on at the club level, to report that to Nancy Paulson, our webmaster, and she'll put it up there so that everybody in the district knows what you're doing as a club, because we want to help you out. And that's our whole mission here, is we want to help each other out. We're not competing with each other, but we're all in this together as one big happy family. So if you've got something going on at the club level, we'll be happy to help you the best we can, but we need to know about it. So put it out on that district website and so that we can know about it and we can support you, whether it's in person or financially or just lending a helping hand to get it going. And so let us know about that. World Project Fair is coming up next weekend as well. That's a great opportunity for everybody to learn about projects that are going on all around the world. And so I encourage you to tune in on that and look at the different projects that are going on from different parts of the world. And one of the disappointments I have with World Project Fair is that there are projects from all around the world that we can view, but there are no projects that us as a district are showcasing there that we're doing. So that's our challenge. And that's what I'm looking forward to trying to get started at the district level, is let's get a project going from our district and that we can ask other people from other parts of the world to support us in our project. So that's the challenge that we need to work toward. And finally, I wanted to mention that the nominations are open now, starting on October 15th, for the district governor for the year 23 through 24. So if anybody out there has any inclinations that they want to be district governor, or if you know someone in your club that might want to be district governor, the nominations are open. So go to the district website and there's information there about that the nominations will be open until December 15th. So with that, I will turn it back over to Dana, and thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And I look forward to a very successful and entertaining morning.
Thank you, Eddie. Okay, I'm going to make this real quick, but just a little bit of information about our day today. So as Eddie said, this is part 2 of our fall training for the clubs. We've it's had various names over the years, previously known as the 4-in-1, but we decided we needed 2 dates to cover this material well. So thank you for being here. Thank you, especially to those who were also with us 2 weeks ago. I know it's a big commitment. Our goal today is to help you and your clubs have the tools you need to lend a helping hand. And so part inspiration, part practical tools today. We hope you get both out of these sessions. We have a number of speakers this morning. We are going to have some breaks. So we'll start off with some information from our membership team. Also some information about RILA 2021. We're going to take a break somewhere around 9:45, 10 o'clock, and then come back for a couple of speakers. Should have another break around 11:30, and then wrap up with one final session and have you out of here no later than 12:30. Reminder that, as Eddie said, the district website, rotary5930.org, has all of the videos and the presentations from the October 3rd sessions that were so very good. Those sessions included a whole lot of information about the foundation, ideas for projects, service projects, ideas for fundraising, a lot of great information on using technology and social media to engage your members and promote your club. So I highly recommend you go check out the district website, click the button that says Toolbox. There is an amazing amount of information in there, including all of the sessions from October 3rd. And then last thing I want to do is just make sure if Justin or Nancy have any housekeeping reminders before we hand off to Luis and his membership team.
Yes, thank you so much, Dana. And so we will soon kick off with membership, and just a friendly reminder to please remain muted if you are not actively speaking. Because we have so many people in our meeting today, we ask that you refrain from using the chat for socializing, because we have a lot of questions and comments coming through there that our facilitators will be looking for. We ask that you turn your video on so that you're fully engaged in our meeting here. We ask that you speak and listen with kindness and that you be fully present. Also, if you have not yet done so, please rename yourself, first and last name and club name. That way it acts as your table tent and we can all address each other with our preferred name. Thanks so much, and on to our featured program.
Well, I have one other comment that I would like to make. As we do the polls today, because of timing, they will be shut off. You won't be able to respond after 2 minutes. You'll see the results. Remember, we also use the polls to confirm attendance so that the district governor can award the proper awards at the end of the year, because that is one of those criteria. So it is important that you respond to the polls as we do it. If you have been named as a co-host because you're doing something, you will not be able to do the poll. That's all I had. Luis, take it away.
Thank you, everybody. Dana, the tech team, and thank you, Governor Eddie, for your leadership and support. And I want to just say that you're going to get to hear from the whole District 5930 membership team today. You might get tired of listening to me all the time, so we're going to have a good variety. On behalf of the district membership team, RI, myself, I want to thank all of the participants joining us this morning. This tells me that you care for Rotary in our community and you understand the importance of membership development. Thank you for taking your Saturday to be here. Rotary International President Holger Nack suggested the priority this year to be retaining and engaging our current members and be selective in bringing people into our family that are passionate about helping our communities and our people of action. With that, let us begin. Is the slide up? Yes. Perfect. This is a picture that we took last year when we used to meet in person. And of course, you can see the beautiful ink spots in there. Of course, you want to empower your clubs. Very important. Inspire, transform your clubs, especially now. And of course, connect. Our goal today, of course, for everybody here is to learn a little more, to keep membership front and center all the time, and of course, have strong membership. I just love the way these turn, don't you? And of course, the agenda, we did the introduction. We're going to talk about strong membership and also challenges of a strong membership in a vibrant club. Why is strong membership important? I want you to think about that this morning and take the survey or the poll, please. You can do it now. Why is strong membership important? And as you're taking the poll,
Number of questions there, we're just supposed to answer the first one, right?
yes, 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 yes. I see that. Are there some coming in, or I just don't see it myself?
You can't, if all you answer is the first one, you can't submit it. It won't let you submit it.
Okay, so. And as you're answering the poll, think of other reasons why strong membership is important and put it in the chat. We want to start a little discussion. We have a couple of minutes here.
Yes,
do it.
So Luis,
this is Nancy. I don't know what is happening, why it's not. What I would like you to do for this question 1 is you can see they gave you 3 possibilities. Put your ideas into the chat box. Even if you wanted to select member retention, please type that into the box. Somebody managed to get a response in. I'm not sure how, but if nothing else for right now, try to put your responses into the chat box. And I will work on why these polls are not working right.
Thank you, Nancy. And if you see anything in the chat, please bring it up so we can just have a conversation. And if someone wants to unmute and maybe give me more reasons why membership is important, you can do it.
This is Wayne Lowry from the Rotary Club of Harlingen.
Yeah.
Please don't answer the questions for number 2. Those are coming later.
All right. So your question is why is it important to have a strong membership? Well, I think a lot of the validation of our existence is based on the quality and quantity of members in a particular community. If we're going to grow and be seen as a important part, a mover and shaker, if we're going to be seen as an organization that can truly make a worldwide difference, and we have 5 people meeting for breakfast somewhere, we're not going to be recognized as that. When I go and I speak to people and say, we have the mayor in our club, we have city commissioners, we have the sheriff, that tells people that we're engaged in the community. We know what, so I think that's why it's so important. A small membership isn't going to make an impact that a large membership can.
Well, thank you for the response. And do I see some results here before I hand over to Kent? So the greater capacity to serve others, if I see this correctly, is the biggest. then membership retention, and then engaging members. So we're really concerned about our community, and thank you very much for that response. And we're gonna move it on to Kent. You're muted.
Good morning.
Hey.
Now I'm not. Okay. My topic here is, what are the challenges to strong membership? And I know there's several, and I think we need to expedite because we started a little bit late here. So let me give you a couple ideas. One of the major things that has come out of Evanston, where the headquarters office and club and district services have provided us, is that without even knowing it, sometimes we say things that hurt others' feelings. And they would label this under the idea of bullying. So we need to be conscious about when we have newer members that may not fully understand exactly where we're coming from, that the situation is that we need to be polite and engaging and helpful and mentoring and empowering them for whatever it is that they've joined Rotary for. So that's one concern that we've seen raised several times. So from the standpoint of other challenges, anybody want to raise their hand to see what they think the challenge to a strong membership is? We'll take one, Nancy. Everybody's shy.
I see Mary McQueen's hand was up.
Yeah, Mary McQueen is raising her hand. Go ahead, Mary. Yeah, unmute yourself, please.
Can I jump
There we
in?
go. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I think Luis had mentioned in his introduction, selective recruitment is going to be the key. I see, through Zoom, I see some the appearance of some members that come in, or they're just to add to their resume, but it's more selective and the passion for doing your community service. And I think that's the key for worldwide Rotary growth. Thank you.
What about challenges that we face, Mary? What do you think?
Well, I agree that getting the right people, I mean, we are a service club, and yet we do have a tendency to position ourselves as a prestige club. Well, the truth is the work of Rotary is helping others. And so if I totally agree with what the other gentleman said, is that we have to get the people who have the heart of Rotary to be involved, because that's where our membership and our leadership goes.
That's excellent. A little bit later, you'll see a little clip that Orlando has done for us. My line is that membership empowers us for service. And one of the things I want to end with, and I'll pass it along, is if you think about it, if we don't engage our newer members, if we don't engage our current members in doing fellowship and service together, then we've got a problem with being a strong club. And with that, I'll turn it over.
Okay, thank you, Kent, and everybody. And y'all are going to see this is going to kind of flow like this. We have a timeline we're trying to follow here. So I'm going to be doing this little section with Zara Serhani. We affectionately call her Dr. Z. And y'all should have gotten an email. You want to tell them about logging in, Zara?
Yeah.
She just put the link in there.
Okay. So what it is, we're going to do a little fun activity. And the topic for this one, we talked about what strong membership meant, what are the challenges. Now our goal is how to achieve a strong membership. And for that, we are going to play this little fun activity. I put a link in the chat box. So all you have to do is just click on the link, and you're going to open up a window just like that, what you're seeing on the screen right now. So when you get the screen, there is a toolbar on the left side. So you go to the little sticky notes. It's the fourth one. And when you click on it, a sticky note, just like you see right now, it's going to pop up on your screen. And what you have to do is like, you have to brainstorm ideas with us, like how to achieve a strong membership. So just give me one so I can put it over here and you can see how it pops up or populates our whiteboard. So what do you think? How can we achieve a strong membership? Let's say impactful projects. And I'm just going to type it in and I'm going to say save. Oops, I made a mistake. There you go. Okay. There you go. Wonderful. Everybody is doing it. And then our past district governor, Allison, is going to facilitate this session.
Yeah. So thank you, Sarah. Yeah, this is cool. Wow, I'm like trying to keep track of
yeah.
Engagement, have fun, be inclusive, listen to your members, designate a passionate membership chair, and I might add a membership team beyond just a chair. I lost my first page here. Clarify your club mission, provide opportunities to serve the community, poll your membership, ask your membership to get ideas for impactful projects. If anybody would like to chime in and expound on any of these items, please do.
Yeah, so it's open. We are just going to talk a little discussion. It's like, so we can build on it and to see how we can achieve a strong membership. I guess everybody's having fun with it.
By the way, I don't know if Zara wants me to tell you this, but you can also insert a picture. So like if you have a picture on your computer that maybe illustrates strong membership, like from one of your club events or activities. In fact, along that lines, one of the people entered in use of social media. So, using pictures and stories to get the word out, and people see what we're doing and they want to be a part of a dynamic team. Somebody circled mentorship. So when you bring a new person into the club, a new member into the club, assign them a mentor. And when you do that, you can, it's going to help you retain members, because it's not just about new members, it's also about retaining members that we have. I'm doing all the talking. Does somebody want to chime in and talk about any of these?
And we can just, if we have enough, we can close and just open up oh, there you go. Somebody posted a picture. That's wonderful.
Yeah. There you go. That's, looks like that's John Owen. I don't know who that is. That your Interact Club there?
Yeah, it is our Early Act First nightclub, and they raised funds to end polio for their international service project.
Cool.
And
so see, all of these things really, going back to the subject here of achieving a strong membership, all of these things are, kind of point to that. And, this is really exciting, actually, just sitting here and reading these, be happy, so a lot of it has to do with attitude, right? So you want to have a good attitude about, your membership and with your members.
And I just want to share that if this page is getting populated, so on the top, you will see 1/10 or 1/5. You can just turn to a next page and then you will get a new page and you can start doing that activity. So it's going to save the old page, but then you can use the new page to post your ideas on your screen.
Ellison, I was going to say that with a mentoring program, John Swoboda from Victoria was my mentor. He came in and showed me the 4-way test and said, for certain guys, we make exceptions. That first rule isn't the truth. We're not quite as tough on guys like you. And he was very funny about how I could work my way into the club. My first mentor, I've had 5 or 6 or 7 mentors. Debbie High has definitely put me into a position of stretching myself as treasurer for the district. Art Zeitler, without even knowing it, had had moved me along with the idea of how we try to find the why first instead of the how to do Rotary. Find the why, find the heart of Rotary. We talked about that at the last meeting. So there's been many people, and without mentors, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. And in a couple of years, I'm going to try to be Eddie. That's not possible, but I'm going to try.
You'll be Kent. You'll be Kent.
I'll be Kent.
Yeah. But hey, thanks, Kent, for that input. Somebody put in there a new detailed, I think they meant a detailed new member packet. I don't know, I can't tell who put that in there. I don't know how to tell that, but whoever did, do you want to talk about that? Maybe tell us if your club probably does that. So it may be difficult to go in between.
That was me.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Who is that?
Rosa with the Southside Club.
Okay, thanks, Rosa. Can you tell us what y'all do on that?
Well, actually, I just want to refer to when I joined. When I joined, I was lost. So there really wasn't, I'm a visual person. I need to read, I need to do all that. It was more like I jumped in and went running, and I had to learn everything by myself. And actually, I'm still kind of a little new to all this. So I did get a copy of a new member program that I believe it's the Corpus Christi Club developed, and that was really nice. And I think every club needs to have something that we can present to our members. I haven't seen the ones that the Russell Hampton has, but I just think something for people to take home and read while they're relaxing or something, so that, and then, of course, assign the mentor to them, and then maybe have questions. If they have any questions, call the mentor or whoever, their friends or whatever. That's really what I meant.
Okay, thank you. Somebody also put in have a digital membership starter kit, which I think, in this day and age is really something that we need. I don't know, Luis, that may be something we want to look at as a membership team to maybe develop something for the district that's a membership type introduction, so people can get engaged immediately. Engagement is another one, and I think we're about out of time, but does anybody have anything else that they want to add to this discussion?
Can I say something real quick? Tina from the McAllen Evening Club. Referring to the membership, the digital membership kit, that would help. It would help to have something pre-assigned, because it would help me, because I was also like the speaker before, I was very lost, and I'm the membership chair. And I noticed that the new members, they need more guidance. And if they had something that is all encompassing, so with that, you could help them also get them on the right track. So that's
great. Thank you.
What I would be looking for. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now, and Zara, thank you for introducing a new fun tool to us this morning. That's cool. So now we're going to move on to Karina from Laredo. So Karina, take it away.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. What is club culture? Everybody should pretty much have the same idea. Club culture is the dynamic of your club. What does your club do to make everyone feel like they're a part of it? We have your meeting and gathering space. Is your club happy, comfortable about where you're meeting? If you're meeting in person, are you following your social distancing? Or are you meeting virtually? Is it an inviting atmosphere? Are you following proper virtual etiquette? What's working for you as you move into our new normal? We need to make sure that our members are comfortable wherever we're meeting, so that it will encourage them to join all your meetings. If you have anything special in your meetings, please put it on the chat so that we can share it with other members. Another thing about culture is going to be accessibility. Do your members know enough technology to be able to meet virtually if you're meeting virtually? How can you help them with this? Or are you meeting in person? Your club meeting, are you meeting in a place that is central to everybody? Does everybody have access to it? Is there enough parking? These are things that we need to keep in mind to make sure that we have our members be able to actually join our meeting. You know, the more the merrier. If you've had any issues or if you have any recommendations, please put it on the chat. Now, during your club meetings or in your clubs, are you welcoming people? Do you have a host who is welcoming your members and their guests as they come in, whether it's physically or in a virtual meeting? Are you making sure that they feel comfortable? Are you acknowledging that they're in your Zoom meeting? Like, hey guys, we want to make sure that we welcome our members. You know, we all want to feel welcomed. We all want to feel like we belong. We just want to point out there that we want you to make your members feel like they belong. What do you do in your clubs? What are you doing with your club to make sure that your members and their guests are feeling welcomed? Please put it on the chat. Now for our rituals. Do you have a ritual for your meetings? Do you have a Rotary meeting agenda? Do we know that we're meeting regularly? We're meeting consistently. We're focusing on fellowship. Are you featuring any interesting topics? Are you having the programs, the presentations, the speakers that your clubs want? Are you including something to strengthen your Rotarians' knowledge? We want to make sure that we keep rituals during our meetings so that our members know what to expect. Following an agenda is an excellent idea to keep your meetings consistent. Share some of the topics that you are using for your meetings, any programs, any presentations, what's working for your meetings. Also, I just want to make sure that I note, please remember that your meetings should be starting on time and they really shouldn't be any longer than 60 minutes. But let us know what's working for your club. Now we have cliques and conflict. Okay, cliques and conflict. Is your club encouraging mutual respect among your members? Do your members embrace other members' opinions? Is there healthy competition? Are your professionals being amicable to each other? Is your sergeant at arms involved in the exchanges among your members and or committees? We'd like to think that there are never cliques, there are never conflicts in any kind of organization. Sadly, this may be something that you're experiencing in your clubs. So let's ask the questions to see what can we do to make sure that we don't have these cliques. Let's go in there and try to resolve any differences. Let's make sure we encourage a healthy atmosphere by letting our members know, you know, there's healthy competition, there's different opinions. Just make sure that you acknowledge it, that you do bring it up so that your members don't feel like they're being attacked and nobody feels it. Do you have any ideas on how to resolve conflicts that may arise, or maybe something that you've already gone through in your club? Please put it on the chat. You know, our members want to know. We have membership culture. We have inappropriate humor. We want to make sure that our members are comfortable in our environment. We want to make sure that our members are being respectful to others, to their beliefs, their situations, their professions. Are they following this? Are you hearing maybe some offensive comments, something that might be borderline discriminatory? I recommend that you reach out to your members privately and let them know, you know, talk to them, let them know what is socially acceptable, what is proper, what is inappropriate, because a lot of times we have a lot of members that have been in our Rotaries for many, many, many years, and they already have their dynamic. They're already used to their humor or how they get along with their members, but we have new members coming in all the time. you need to make sure that whatever they're talking about isn't inappropriate and isn't offensive to the new members that are coming in. So just, be open, talk to them. We don't know what we don't know. If you don't bring it to their attention, they may not know that they're offending other members in your club. If we continue, we have openness to change and the other. Okay. This pandemic forced many of us to rethink change. Where our club venues had seen no changes in years and decades, and some clubs in a century, they've followed the same process, meetings. We used to meet face to face. We connected with a handshake, a nod of acknowledgement, a pat in the back, but then COVID-19 reared its head and changed our traditional meetings. Has your club adapted to this new normal? Have you moved on to virtual meetings? Have you moved on to hybrid meetings? We need to keep in mind to always be sure to follow social distancing, safety first, always. So with all these changes, what is working for your club? Different clubs have had success. Some clubs have not had as much success. Let's share some ideas. Please put your idea on the chat. Helen, if you need me to stop for anything that is coming up on the chat, just cut me off. Okay, let's move on to diversity. I apologize if I'm going a little quickly. I just want to make sure we make up time. We are packing a lot of information into this, and I want to make sure that we touch on everything for you. Diversity members, is your club a for-cause club? If not, is there diversity? Do you know what professions and what industries are represented in your group? Talk to your members. Find out what professions they're in. What do you do to see if there's diversity in your club? Are you taking polls? Are you doing surveys? Are you asking members of a certain industry to reach out to their colleagues to come in? A diverse club is a great club. A for-cause club is a great club also. Please type something in our chat. What's working for you to make sure that you have diversity in your membership? Food, beverage. Now this is going to work and not work. Are you offering what your members want? Do your members want a full meal? Do they want snack food? Are you making sure that your demographic is being wined and dined? For example, are the majority of the members in your club wine drinkers, but you're only offering beer? Are your members bored of the same thing? Does everybody have chips and salsa every single day at every single meeting? You need to make sure that you understand your club, what it is they want. Have a theme inspired meeting with foods. This is something that my club used to do a few years ago, where we would honor whatever day it was. There is a site, National Food Day. There's different meals or snacks that are honored every day, like National Spaghetti Day, National Margarita Day. Make that a topic. Make your themes fun. Make your meetings fun. Make your members want to come in and see what's going on. I understand a lot of clubs are not meeting face to face, but even if you're meeting virtually, make it National Spaghetti Day. Let everybody show their noodles onto the screen. If you have any ideas for a topic or a theme or how to make it fun with your food or your beverage, please put it on the chat.
Karina, this is yes. Karina, this is Nancy Paulson. You've gone over on time, and maybe that's okay, but you will be cutting Luis off because we do need to manage to move on in respect to the next speaker. So you've gone over a couple minutes. It's your choice, along with Luis, who gets to be cut off. Let me just go over
this next one, and we will turn it over to Luis. The format of your meetings. Are you following an agenda? Are your speakers topics on point with what your members want to hear? I recommend you follow an agenda. I recommend that you do a survey of your members to see what kind of speakers they want to talk to. You want to make sure that your members are engaged, and they will only be engaged if you're talking about topics that they are interested in. I'm going to go ahead and end this here, and I will turn this over to Mr. Luis Cavazos. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Good job, Karina. Sorry to cut you off, but we need to stay on task. Luis.
Thank you, Corina. Actually, a lot of the stuff that Corina touched on has to do with being a vibrant club. So we can go to the next slide. We can start talking about that. And you all have heard me speak a lot about being a vibrant club. And if we go to the next slide, we'll see. Okay, simply irresistible. To me, this is equal to vibrant. And I didn't invent irresistibility. I actually heard it in a global international membership presentation that they have a couple, one or two a year. And they talked about being irresistible. Let me tell you, if you're a vibrant club and you're irresistible, people will come to your club, okay? Because that means that you're doing those things that Corina was talking about, and a couple of pointers here. For example, you have impactful projects, strong visual presence in the community, spark plugs. Those are the people that never give up in your club. The idea is to have all club members become spark plugs. And so these are some of the ideas that you can become a vibrant club. Of course, Corina spoke about inclusion and diversity, engaging members. So with that, we can go to the next slide. Let me just give you a little background. I think I do have a couple of minutes here. A bold action plan sets Rotary's course for the future. And this was actually stated by Rotary International's General Secretary John Heckel. And he said, COVID-19 has turned our world upside down and impacted us all in different ways, but we are still united, still connected, and guided by an action plan that focuses on work and prepares us for a stronger future. Rotary has quickly adapted to the times, with members finding new ways to respond to this pandemic through connections, actions, and service. And with this bold action plan came Rotary strategic objectives, which vibrant clubs can integrate services under these objectives. So on this slide, this is what I wanted to say, is that you need to look at these objectives from Rotary International and apply them to your club. Priority 1, impact. People of action are effective people's problem solvers. Priority 2, reach. People of action activate and inspire one another. Engagement. People of action strive to understand needs of others and adapt. People of action are inventive, entrepreneurial, and resilient. And let me tell you, keep these board members in the clubs, and with this, you can guide your club into vibrancy. Next slide. Beautiful. And everything kind of comes together with this beautiful statement that there's a reason why we are here today. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, in ourselves. Isn't that beautiful? And with that, I think we have just 1 minute. If anybody wants to say anything.